It's another week and another time to meal plan. I'm trying to give you different ideas, and I'm only doing 5 nights a week for dinner because we often use leftovers for lunches, and often we end up eating leftovers for dinner one night, or things don't go as I planned, or we eat out from time to time. So again, I'm trying not to duplicate any recipes, so hang in there with me. This week, and I've told you when I meal plan, I try to think about what's coming up in the week with my family, what plans do we have, what things are going on. And I also try to think about what's on sale when I meal plan. And so I'm featuring a little bit of all of that for this week. First of all, we have a night where we have a lot going on and we have to get dinner done really quickly. So I'm going to use this Trader Joe's pork belly. If you haven't had it, it's fantastic. Pork belly is one of those things I love to roast, and you can do it yourself with a fresh pork belly if you don't have a Trader Joe's around. But if you do have a Trader Joe's, try their pork belly. It's featured in my video where I'm shopping in Trader Joe's, and you will love it. Something else I picked up at Trader Joe's, they have the riced cauliflower, but they've been out. They've had distribution issues apparently, and I found grilled cauliflower. Now this is in the frozen section, and we have not tried this, but I thought the grilled cauliflower I can do really quickly in the microwave or the conventional oven. I'll probably throw it in the oven while I'm pan frying up the pork belly. So there's one meal out of the way. The other thing that I found at a local store when I was shopping this week was a roast. $1.45 a pound for this roast, and it's just a London broil. And so I'll marinate it and probably put it in my crock pot. If I'm in a rush and I forget the crock pot, I'll put it in my pressure pot. I have an Instant Pot pressure cooker, so I can put it in that as well. I'll either cook mushrooms with it or do a marinated mushroom. There's a recipe on my Pinterest board for marinated mushrooms that is fantastic. So I'll do that. And then I'll use some bacon, some chopped bacon, either leftover from breakfast, or I'll use the real bacon pieces, and I'll cook these shaved Brussels sprouts. So these are Brussels sprouts that are just really well chopped up. I found them at Trader Joe's, and we love it. It's really quick. I don't have to take the time to clean and wash the fresh Brussels sprouts. So again, that's a pretty quick side. I'm going to add bacon to it, probably saute it in bacon fat, add the cooked bacon to it, salt and pepper. I may, depending on what else we're having, I may put some cream in it just to thicken it up a little bit and make it really creamy and wonderful. So that's another meal, my roast with the mushrooms and the Brussels sprouts. Now this is ground lamb, and ground lamb is usually pretty pricey. I only get it when it's on sale, and so this was on sale. I got the whole pack for $5. I'll do lamb burgers with this. I love lamb burgers, and you can do them just like hamburgers. It gives you a little bit of a different micronutrient profile, flavor profile, a little different fat than ground beef, and so I do like to buy ground lamb. If you don't have lamb, you can use ground beef and do ground beef burgers. I'll do burgers, probably make cheddar, cheese and bacon available. My husband likes sriracha, so I'll have that, mayonnaise, mustard, and I'll make a broccoli salad. Now my fresh broccoli salad, I chop the broccoli up fairly fine, add maybe 1/3 of an onion to it, some shredded cheddar cheese, more bacon, some mayonnaise, some apple cider vinegar, and a little bit of sweetener. I toss that all together, and it's a really great summer side. It's also great to take to potlucks and things like that if you're looking for a side item. Never met anybody who didn't like it unless they just simply didn't like broccoli. And then on another night, I'm going to really kind of push my family out of their comfort zone with this seafood blend. Now, they generally like seafood, and this has scallops in it. This is a blend that I got at Trader Joe's. It has shrimp, calamari, and scallops. So I'm adding more scallops to it, and if it doesn't seem like enough, I could add another pound or two of shrimp. But I'm going to make a cold salad, almost like a ceviche, with lime juice, lemon juice. It'll have avocado, cucumber, a little more onion, fresh onion, no dairy. So if you're avoiding dairy, there's no dairy in this at all. And it is a recipe that's on my Pinterest board, and I'm happy to share that in the link on this video description. It's really great for summer. It makes great leftovers too for lunches for the next day. And then, again, using what's on sale, my store that I like to shop in for meats had chicken thighs on sale this week. The chicken thighs were 97 cents a pound, and these are, actually I'm sorry, these are chicken leg quarters. I'm saying chicken thighs. These are chicken leg quarters. They were on sale for 97 cents a pound, which is a really good price. So I bought a really large pack of these. I'm going to have my husband grill these, and I'll use my low carb barbecue sauce. There's another video giving you the recipe for the low carb barbecue sauce. So anyway, I'll have that, and I'm going to take green beans. Now these are frozen green beans, but they're whole, and I'll take them, I'll toss them in some bacon fat, and I'll roast those in the oven. Some people like to throw Parmesan cheese on them when they roast them. I don't usually do that. I usually just toss them with some bacon fat, or what I do is I bake bacon. And so when I take the bacon off the pan, the fat is still on the baking sheet, which is lined with aluminum foil. I put the green beans on that sheet and roast them in that bacon fat. So it just works out really well. Salt and pepper, roast them at 375, 400 degrees. They're fantastic. And then I have some squash, and many of you may be getting squash from family and friends. What I'll do with the squash, this is just yellow squash from my uncle's garden. I'll chop it up, and well, I can do a couple of things. I can saute it. I can use my vegetable peeler and do it very fine and fry it with some onions. It's fantastic like that. But I'm going to do a good old southern casserole. So I'm going to make a squash casserole, and I'm actually planning to do a video on this. So if you've missed squash casserole, don't miss it anymore. We'll chop that up along with some onion, boil it with some butter until it's nice and tender. We're going to use some cheese, we're going to use some sour cream, some mayonnaise. We're not going to use any cream of anything soup, no processed soups in our casserole, but you will love it. And for the breadcrumbs, instead of breadcrumbs or crackers, we'll use crushed pork rinds. So look for that video if you're interested in a good southern squash casserole. And you can also use, instead of squash, broccoli for the same casserole recipe for broccoli casserole or fresh zucchini. I hope these ideas have been helpful and that you have a delicious week.